Let's bring in retired Brigadier General in the U.S. Air Force, Blaine Holt, and retired Lieutenant Colonel in the U.S. Army, Tony Shaffer. Gentlemen, good morning to you both. So, General Holt, I just want to get your reaction to the president's call to the family of Kennedy Sanders.
Well, first off, oh gosh, 3 cheers for that family to be as gracious as they were in this time. You know, there's nothing in this world worse than outliving a child. And at their greatest time of grief, this nonsense comes back in, this embellishment, absolute lie. It's horrific, and it also projects who this man is on the world stage as we're trying to combat this weakness in our foreign policy and not project any more weakness, because we see these wars escalating and spiraling, and potentially we're going to be involved in one. And then you have the recruitment crises across the nation, demoralization of our troops, breaking faith with our troops. And it all starts with leadership, Charla. And this is the type of leadership that our forces have been given. And this is why we're imperiled from potentially a global war today.
Yeah, Colonel Shaffer, I want to play you a clip from a Gold Star family that we had on the show just this past Tuesday. Take a listen.
But are you surprised the president hasn't used this moment to address the nation and bring people together?
Not at all. And let me start by saying Rivers, Sander, and Moffett, because he's not going to say their names. We're 1 month shy of 2.5 years. This administration has still not said our kids' names. So no, I'm not surprised. I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised.
This is before he made that phone call. Of course, those two dads lost their children in Kabul in Afghanistan in August of 2021. You know, they said that the reaction they got from the president was absolutely atrocious and disrespectful. I just want to get your reaction to that, of how Gold Star families are feeling they're being treated by this president.
Well, my condolences go out to those families, and the only bright spot here is the Army did promote the specialist to sergeant as a way of honoring her. But to your point, Charla, look, I served in combat with Lloyd Austin, a brigadier general, and I'm mortified that he is not counseling the president and this administration on the necessity of being respectful. Of course, when he's off on his own magical mystery tour where we can't find him, of course, he's not there to advise the president. So as Blaine said, it's all about leadership. And the fact is this, this administration disrespects and dishonors the military because they simply see the military as another tool they can use to achieve political gains. It's disrespectful. It's dangerous because our adversaries see the weakness, and the fact that President Biden, again, tells a bold-faced lie. Look, burn pits were terrible. I've suffered permanent scarring in my sinuses from exposure in Afghanistan for a year, but Biden, to actually use this as something to try to gain sympathy for his failing policies and failing administration is simply beyond the pale.
Yeah, when he says things like, I lost my son to Iraq. Exactly. It's a false narrative, right, General Holt? I mean, his son died tragically of a brain tumor. It's absolutely horrific, and I can't imagine losing a child. But to then use that opportunity in a way to talk to someone who just lost a child where they did and in the manner they did.
So we have, when you're a first level commander, a lieutenant colonel, you serve on what's called a notification team. And in your area, if there's an American soldier or an American service member who has died, you are on call to go make that notification. I have been on those teams where you go, and I remember being in my dress blues with 2 others, knocking on the door at 5 in the morning, and them looking through the peephole, knowing exactly why I was there. And I could hear the mom falling to the floor. And when we went in and when we were comforting that family, let me tell you what we never did. We never made it about us. We made it about their loved one. I studied all night long about that radio operator in the back of a special operations C-130 so that I had context to comfort that family. And you can't get that from the very highest leadership rung, that he would make it about his plight. That's not empathy. That's not sympathy. It's reprehensible.